IFL TV and associated with MTK Global. With me, I've got Anthony Yarde. We're in the heart of Hackney today at the Boxing Academy. Firstly, great to see you, champ. How you feeling?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very well, very well. This project's something that's close to your heart, kids from Hackney and sort of helping out, putting a bit of time in?
Literally, kids from anywhere. Any kids that are misled, misguided, my heart goes out to them because literally I can relate. That's why you got me. I started talking and it's come. I can't remember what I said because it comes from the heart. When you can relate to something or when you've been in a certain environment yourself, you know, only positive things can come out of it.
You've come out of this environment, you've been there, you've seen it, you've been around these streets. What advice would you give to these kids from on a one-on-one basis? I
just tell the kids, be a leader and don't be weak. It's weakness that makes you lead into temptation. It's weakness that makes you see a guy with a nice watch and say, I want that watch. Or see a guy with a nice car and say, I want that car. But it's that period between that. In between not having it and getting it, how you get it and if you're going to keep it or not. If you end up in prison, that watch is gone. You can't wear it in prison. If you end up dead, you can't wear it in your grave. So again, it's about doing something where, and when you do it the right way as well, you get respect. You get respect back from everybody. So you get respect from people on the streets and you get people from respect the corporate world as well.
You've only got to see the reaction these kids have got to yourself and Daniel Dubois, that you are role models to them. They're your guys that they look up to. What can they do to emulate the success that you guys have had?
What they can do to get the same success is to focus on themselves and give 100%. Literally, a lot of these kids, they're so talented, they're so gifted, but they've never given anything in their life 100%. They've never done it, so when they do give something 100%, they'll be successful in something.
Headmistress Anna Kane of this school, she said quite a similar thing, but some of these children haven't, the main school system maybe wasn't for them, but put them in a different environment, a different sort of rules, they excel. Exactly.
So again, it's about finding something you love because you need to enjoy it. And then once you do it, enjoy doing it, be happy, and give it 100%. That's what I told these kids. And again, I gave a kid that advice 4 months ago. That kid bought his own. Well, someone bought it for him, but he bought a T-shirt printing machine, and now he's doing T-shirts. And now he told me that he made £4,000 in 3 months. So again, it's just about beating at something, doing it. Because obviously when you got connects on the road, you got all these connects. That means you have connections to do something positive as well. So again, it's about making a choice.
What you was going to say, and that kid was Daniel Dubois, the way you worded it. I thought it was going to be like a high-end story then, but yeah, respect.
No, always, man. Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about December 9th. You're back in action. Can you confirm who you're going to be boxing? Can you tell us what's going on?
I'll be fighting Nicolas Sakloka. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. He's never been knocked out. He's fought, only people he's lost against are world-class opposition, Sakio Bika, Arthur Abraham. I think he lost to Karen Smith as well. And he's two-time world title challenger. So again, it's a big step up. And if I can get the knockout, I'll be happy.
Again, huge step up in opposition for yourself, and these are the fights that you've been calling for. People only know how good you are when with respect, we see people hitting you back on the chin.
Exactly, well, people try and take me back. The aim of the game is to hit and not get hit, so I'm going to try and keep it not getting hit.
We know you're heavily influenced by Floyd Mayweather. You consider yourself to be in that mould. Would that be a fair statement of that style of fighting?
I feel like I've got my own style. I heard Floyd say it as well one time. He used to watch Hagler, he used to watch Hearns, he used to watch Leonard, he used to watch Tyson, and he put it in a box and shook it up and then see what he come up with. And I've done the same thing. I love watching Roy Jones, I love watching Floyd Mayweather, I love watching Mike Tyson, love watching Leonard. You know, the people that paved the way and the people that, you know, I said it to the kids as well, it's about studying. They said, what's one of the keys? I said, studying. When you're on your lesson, you study to pass an exam. I'm just doing my exams in front of the world in a boxing ring.
Do you feel you've served your apprenticeship, so to speak, in boxing now? You're past that prospect stage, if you like, and moving into contention?
Well, I feel like I'm always going to be a student in the game. The word prospect is, people have different opinions on it. I believe I'm still a prospect, very limited experience. I haven't fought at world level yet. So again, I'm still a prospect until I become a world champion.
You seem to be the jewel in Tunde Ajayi's crown. He's had many fighters and developed many talents who we remain nameless. Everybody knows the fighters he's worked with. You seem to be the one fighter that believes in the overall goal, the project, the ambition, the style of training. I mean, how much faith have you got in Baba Tunde Ajayi?
I thought we both got tremendous faith in each other. And we're just happy. That's the main thing. We're happy with each other. We're happy with the way things are going. We're happy with the performances. And literally, we're just on this thing of progressing together. It's about progressing in life, and that's what it's about. Progressing and having fun. Everything else don't matter.
I think having that level of trust and that intensity is important between a fighter and a trainer.
I think it's 100% important. I think when you go into the ring, you don't go into the ring alone. You have to go in there someone that's trusted, someone that knows you. And again, you have to have that confidence within each other. So you've done the right things in the gym, you understand each other, you keep each other as happy as possible around fight time. Obviously, around fight time, everyone's tempers get flared and you get a bit agitated, but it's about having people around you that do things well.
BoxNation, we've got some big fights coming up. December the 9th, as we mentioned, RIGONDEAUX back in action in this country. Lee Selby defending his IBF strap, as well as some huge fights coming up. Lomachenko versus Guillermo Rigondeaux. What are your thoughts on that fight?
Tremendous fight. Lomachenko, Rigondeaux, I'm looking forward to that fight. Again, Lomachenko is very, very, very talented. You know, his punch output is amazing. His footwork's amazing. Rigondeaux, again, very skillful fighter. Very explosive, very powerful. Again, it's one of the fights you have to watch.
Who do you think wins, in your opinion? Break it down for me. Give me a prediction. I'm not letting you off the hook.
You can't predict fights like this. It's like Canelo and Triple G. You can't really predict. You can only go with who you think might have the edge. I think Lomachenko's a bit bigger in terms of size. Rigondeaux punches harder. Lomachenko's got a higher work rate. I feel like Rigondeaux's just a bit sharper in terms of his movements and his angles. Rigondeaux's got more professional experience as well. Lomachenko does leave himself exposed sometimes when he's changing angles and things like that. He has been caught a few times, and Rigondeaux's a big puncher. So again, it's just going back and forth because again, Rigondeaux's been dropped. Lomachenko, I think has he been stopped? Did he get stopped? No, but I think he lost his first or second fight. Again, it's one of the fights you have to watch.
We've seen that David Haye pulled out against his rematch with Tony Bellew. Thoughts on that fight being called off?
I think that's what it was meant to be. I think David Haye had a fantastic career. You're only as good as your last performance. That's why he's going to be eager to want to get back in there and prove himself. But again, as a cruiserweight, for me, he was top 5 cruiserweights ever in any country. Definitely the best cruiserweight Britain's had to offer. So again, he had a fantastic career. That's what people do forget. They forget your positives. But again, he dared to be great by going up to heavyweight. I don't think he's a natural heavyweight, in my opinion. I just wish him all the best, man. He had a good career.
Tony Bellew competing at heavyweight. He, at the same age as yourself, was in the same division as yourself. Do you see that as a potential sort of a marker, if you like, that you could end up fighting at heavyweight somewhere down the line?
It's possible. I think everything's possible and everything's timing. If my body grows into a heavyweight, then so be it. That's how it was meant to happen. It'll be exciting as well. I feel like I've got some attributes that I can take to heavyweight. But right now I'm a light heavyweight. I like to focus on my zone, and my zone right now is a light heavyweight division, and I'm living in the present.
Speaking of big heavyweights, Tyson Fury potentially making his return in 2018. Pleased for the big man that he seems to getting everything together.
I'm so happy, man. Tyson Fury is, again, he's an entertainer. He's a personality. People always criticize personalities and entertainers and say that they're arrogant and hate them, but then when they're gone, everyone's upset and everyone's bored. Again, people hated Floyd Mayweather. Now people say, when's he fighting again? They want to get him back in the ring. It's the entertainment factor. Tyson Fury brings that. You know, he talks smack, says things that get people talking. So again, I want to see Tyson Fury back, man. He's different as well, because for a heavyweight, he's skillful and he shows angle. He uses his feet. So again, it's interesting to see.
Wish you the best of luck for December 9th. We'll be there to cover all the action on the IFL TV. Thank you very much for giving me some time today.
Make sure always tune out, always signing out. IFL TV, James Helder, Coogan Cassius, Thursday, 7 p.m, right? Oh yeah, I got it smashed on. Mr. Anthony Yarde, BT Sports, BoxNation. Make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you follow all the social medias, Mr. Anthony Yarde. You got my trainer, Baba Tunde Ajayi. Man like Baba.
Like Baba.
Beast from the East, you know how it goes.
Nice one, Ant. Thank you very much.